Hi guys, 18 Dapper and Vicky here, doing something a little bit different on this channel. This is a tag video and it's I'm currently. Thanks Rach for putting us in this. Let's get it started. So guys, welcome to the tag video I'm currently. Rach explained this, it was something that the kids' school were doing. There's a bit of a Zoom interaction with them, asking them what they're currently up to during the lockdown. So Rach put it into a video and did a bit of a tag video, so we're going to join in, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So what we're wanting to say is I'm currently reading, watching, listening to, eating, drinking, loving, feeling, waiting for, wanting, hoping for, wearing and admiring. Have you got all that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
It'll come up at the bottom as we're doing it. But before we do start, we do just want to thank the NHS workers, the frontline workers, the key workers, bin men, cleaners, you name it. Thank you very much. You've been keeping this country from falling to its knees for the last 6 weeks. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Anything to add?
No,
So,
you said everything.
let's get started first with what we are reading. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go
Yep.
first.
So I'm not that much of a reader, am I? No. It takes me about a year to get through a book. I'll start one and generally I'll be reading autobiographies, footballers' books, things like that. But I bought Vicky a book from Tesco and it was £2 for £8, I think. Couldn't find a second one for her, so this caught my eye. Ollie Ollerton, Breakpoint. I started this probably third week of lockdown and I've not been able to put it down. That's how far through I am. About just over halfway, nearly 3/4 of the way through. It's probably the most I've read ever since being with you, isn't it?
It is. I'm surprised.
And it's just something that I didn't expect I'd enjoy as much. It goes through his life, getting into the SBS, through the military. I'm at a point now where he's just left the military and he's on the way to Baghdad. So yeah, very interesting. The stories, the people in them, it changes a little bit for their protection, but you get a good feel for what his life's been like. Very, very good book. Decent. Go buy it, go read it if you're into military stuff and autobiographies, things like that. On to you.
So I am currently reading The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have read this once before and it is kind of a mix-up between Hunger Games and Heroes. So there are reds and silvers. The reds have red blood and they have no powers, no certain skills, and they are like the poor. They do all the heavy workload, whereas the silvers have got like, each of them have got like a special power and they are classed as like the superior. They have all the wealth and all the luxuries in life, and I've read it before. There's a main character called Mare, so they've all got unusual names, and she ends up getting spotted by the royals, and then they realise that she's a red and she's got powers. But how can that be? The reds don't have powers. So it's part of a series and I've got the second book, but I haven't read the second book. So that's why I've gone back to the first one. So as soon as I finish this, I can go on to the second book. But yeah, it's a
Sounds
good read.
good.
Interesting. No.
Next up is what are we watching, or what are we currently watching. So if you've been watching our quarantine vlogs, thank you very much. We've enjoyed making them so far. The content is reducing because we've not got that much to do, have we?
No.
Smashed it in the first couple of weeks, but if you're still enjoying them, we'll still create them. Simple as that. But you'll have seen in those quarantine vlogs the amount of DVDs that we've got and that we're working through them to try and reduce the amount of stuff that we've got, and we've done quite a good job of reducing stuff, haven't we? But for me personally, what I've been watching while Vicky's been in the other room catching up on your TV and stuff, I've been watching football related films, Goal, Goal 2, Goal 3, but the ones that I picked, watched it the other day. The Damned United, wouldn't have thought I'd have liked this because it's about Leeds, but it is a very, very good film. You watched little bits of it, didn't you, and started getting pulled in by it. But it's about Clough when he leaves Derby to go to Leeds. It's not a very good time there before him and Taylor go to Forest. But yeah, I just find it so funny. Clough, very arrogant, brilliant film.
The bits that I saw, it's not very serious, so it is quite easy to follow.
Yeah.
So that's why we're getting drawn in, even though I'm not a football fan.
Yeah. So if you're not a football fan, it is one to watch as well. And the other one that I've got to say is Ashes to Glory. This is Doncaster Rovers history from 1998 to 2008 when we beat Leeds United at Wembley 1-0. But it goes from 1998 when we were pretty much dead as a club. John Ryan bought the club for £50,000 and led us into a new stadium, back into the league. We won our first major trophy, the Johnson's Paint Trophy, countless promotions, and then the big one at Wembley at the very end. And it just reminded me how spoilt we've been as Rovers fans, especially when I was growing up, and that's why I love them so much. But yeah, it filled the void that is currently missing because football's not on. Vicky, what have you been watching?
So I have been watching or trying to catch up with some TV programmes on iPlayer. So I've been watching Liar because I watched the first season when it was aired ages ago on ITV. So I wanted to watch the second one, but I've still got a few episodes left to watch, so I don't fully know what happens in that because I've not caught up properly.
No spoilers.
And I think it's pronounced Belgravia. It's like a period drama as well on ITV, and I started watching that just out of curiosity, and I'm quite enjoying it. I like my period drama stuff, but again, I haven't fully caught up yet, so we'll see how that goes.
No spoilers in the comments again. Anything else?
No,
No? Easy as that.
all I've been watching.
Moving on to what we have been listening to, or what we're currently listening to. Because we're in lockdown together, we've pretty much been listening to the same stuff when we've been cleaning. It's either been the iPod, mine or yours, got a very wide range of genres on there. You can go from Eminem to
Disney.
Frank Sinatra to Disney to, Iron Maiden. It is ridiculous. So very wide range of genres on there, and it's always nice to have a lot of variety to listen to when we're cleaning. If it's not been the iPods, it has been Heart Yorkshire for when we're cleaning. It's just nice to have something a bit local, and they play like recent tunes, so something with a beat gets you going, gets you motivated. But then recently, as the lockdown has been extended, we've been listening more to BBC Radio 2. Bit of Jeremy Vine.
Yeah, trying to listen in on other people's queries and what frustrations and concerns they've got, just so we've got a bit of knowledge ourselves when we're allowed back out.
Yeah, when we're allowed out. So yeah, that's what we've been listening to. Moving on to what are we currently eating. Again, if you've been watching the quarantine vlogs, we've been trying to put our meals on there. Vicky is the cook in the house. I prep, always chopping, Anna.
Yeah.
It works for us.
It does. If I try to cut an onion, it takes me like 20 minutes, Dan's like 2 seconds.
And then I burn it. So we work this well. There was a comment saying about Vicky's doing all the cooking. That's why we've got a good balance, and then I do the pots. So I do the prep and tidy up. Vic does the bit in the middle. I think you've got the better end of the stick there, to be fair.
Especially when it just goes in oven and oven cooks it, and I take it out, plate it up, and go, I've done it. So what we are currently eating a lot of is
snacks.
Hot cross buns.
We love an hot cross bun, don't we?
So these are going to be on our shopping list until they're no longer sold in the supermarket.
Yeah, love an hot cross bun.
But we've been eating everything, or especially me, I've been eating everything.
Been snacking, but we have tried to eat regular meals as well, as you're seeing in the quarantine vlogs. But
no No routine.
No routine, so we're just eating whatever's in.
All the time.
Constantly. So that's what we've been eating. Moving on to what we've been drinking. You have so much juice. All the time. It's like 3 glasses. Not little glasses, like pint glasses. Just dotted around the house. It's like whatever room you go into, there's a juice there available for you to drink. All the time.
I take my glass with me. So if I'm in the bedroom, I've got my glass of juice there. If I know I'm going to be pottering around, I put it in the kitchen. It's like...
So am I seeing one glass that just keeps on moving
no.
then? Or...
Yes, you're seeing one glass of juice that
All
keeps
right.
moving, but the other thing that I do is I'll have like 1 glass of juice lined up. I'll make myself a cup of tea, and Dan will be like, do you fancy a drink? And then I'll have a gin. So then I'll have 3 drinks, all in the same area that I just haven't consumed yet. That's what you're getting mixed up with.
I feel like I just see glasses of juice everywhere. So I've been drinking coffee, tea. I do like a cup of tea. Coffee to get going in the morning. Cup of tea is later on. I tend to drink more tea when I'm not at work though.
All the time.
During work, if I'm working Monday to Friday, I'll just have coffee during the day. I'll come home, either juice or a can of beer or something. And that's it. But as soon as I'm on holiday, it's just like...
Do you want a cup of tea?
Cup of tea. Just
Do you want a cup of
constant
tea?
stream of cup of teas.
No, I don't.
But another thing that we have been drinking, and we really, really like this wine, don't we? You'll see it in the blogs. Sorry, what were you going to say?
We bought a bottle at Christmas, and it's probably the worst thing we could have ever done. We're addicted.
Yeah, we must have bought, 15, 20 bottles since.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of bottles of these wine. But it's Diablo Dark Red. It's a very, very nice wine. We enjoy it, don't we? Moving on to what we are currently loving. For me, during lockdown, I have loved the Zoom calls. Rach said it in her video. Zoom calls with a family, it makes us still feel connected. Every Saturday we do a quiz. They've been getting bigger and better. We've got ours this week. I don't think it's bigger and better than what Chris and Rach's was last week, but I think it's decent. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different, and I think because it's different, the family should enjoy it. So
Hopefully. If they don't, we're not putting in this much effort.
No, it'll just be 25 questions next time. Sodom. So yeah, the Zoom phone calls and the family film where we've got a WhatsApp group, and Rach said it in her video, you just feel connected knowing that you're all watching the same film at the same time, and you can just have a chat about it and stuff. What have you been loving?
I have been loving the Zoom, and I have been loving having Charlie as company. He looks so cute. He's just asleep at the minute. Dan's going to get him. The other thing I've been loving, because I don't get to play on the PlayStation much, because Dan's usually hogging it, is Sims. I love playing Sims. It takes me back to like my teenage years of being in my bedroom on my computer. So, memory.
I like building on The Sims. I ruin their needs and requirements, don't I?
Yeah, and then I have to fix them. But I've not tried to kill anyone yet.
No.
Can you remember when you used to take the ladders away?
Yeah.
In the swimming pool?
Yeah, I'll build a little room and take the door away. Yeah. And we both love this one. Charlie, hello. You want to say hello? He's not bothered. He's very tired. We'll pop him back over there. Good boy. He had a walk this morning, so he's a little bit tired, so not very camera friendly, is he?
No.
But yeah, we're both loving having the dog, aren't we? Makes us laugh. So moving on to the next one, what are we currently feeling? So explain our lockdown emotions. For me, I'm feeling grateful. I think I'm feeling grateful because I've got this one here. Wouldn't wish for anybody else to spend lockdown with. And we've done alright. 6 weeks in close confinement. Normally 6 hours and we're doing each other's heads in. So I think because of the unprecedented times and unprecedented situation, we've put up with each other, haven't we? Charlie's helps as well. I'm also grateful that all of the family are safe and well, and you guys, the subscribers who watch, nobody's mentioned any of their family being unwell as well. So very grateful that you guys are safe and healthy. Boredom has hit on a couple of occasions, but overall I'm okay. I'm alright. I won't say I'm over the moon or excited or anything. It is what it is, I think, but grateful that family and everybody's okay. I'm with you.
Yeah. So I am feeling a little bit fed up. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm starting with like a low point and making my way up to a high point. I'm feeling a bit fed up. I'm not an indoors person. I like to be outside. I like to be doing things. So for me to be stuck inside is quite difficult. It doesn't fill me with the best amount of motivation or like the best mental health on certain days. I feel some days I can have like a really good mood and then other days that I'm horrible to live with. So I'm just fed up and there's nothing I can do about it. So we'll leave that there and not go on to it too much. And I am so ready to go back to work. Like, I just miss my friends at work. I miss having that laugh and that joke and feeling like I'm doing something, like I'm making a difference. Obviously I'm not, because I'm not a key worker, but when I go to work, that is my purpose.
People need them sofas.
And then the same as Dan, I feel thankful. I'm so thankful that we are both okay, touch wood, we haven't caught anything yet. I'm so thankful that our family are alright, and I'm just so thankful for everybody who is a key worker, and they are going out there and they are doing what needs to do in order to allow us to be able to stay at home. So thank you very much.
So moving on to what are we currently waiting for, I think we might put wanting and hoping for in the same category, group it all together, because I think we've covered a few little bits anyway.
Yeah.
Because we're wanting, well, I'm wanting normality to resume, whatever normality is. I'm wanting a cure to be found as soon as possible so that we can get back to our day-to-day lives, being able to go and visit family, go and visit friends, just hug my mum and dad. I don't really hug my dad, but I think after this I probably will. Maybe once, maybe, I don't know. And like, brother, don't really have that kind of contact with him, but it just makes you realise how much you do miss just even that social contact with family and friends. So yeah, wanting and hoping for a cure to be found as soon as possible, waiting for that cure to be found. Hopefully it's found sooner rather than later. Waiting to go back to work. If you've been watching the vlogs, the quarantine vlogs, you'll know that I'm going back on the 11th. Yeah, 11th, so we'll see what work I've put in place. By the sounds of it, people who have gone back already in different departments are very impressed with the preventions and stuff that they've put in place, so looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, just wanting and hoping for the normality of 2019 to return and be the end of 2020. That'll be alright.
I'm hoping and waiting for like days out to be allowed again, for you to be able to plan something as a family and go somewhere and enjoy the experience in everyone's company, and for it to be okay. I'm missing those things so much.
2 more things to go. What are we currently wearing? Me, I'm wearing a hat to cover this absolute mop of hair that needs sorting out. Happy with the new beard though.
Yeah.
I think it's growing on me. And I'm just wearing a normal white t-shirt, shorts, stuff to lounge around the house in. Vicky, on the other hand, what are you wearing?
I loved being asked to do this video because it gave me an excuse to actually get dressed instead of being in just like scruff clothes for tidying the house up with all my pyjamas. So I think I'm pretending that I'm off out, and I'm wearing just a yellow top and some white jeans. So that's what I'm wearing. And
Matching socks. I think she looks very nice. Very, very nice. And finally, moving on to what are we currently admiring. I think we've said it throughout this video. I'm admiring the key workers, from NHS workers to cleaners to dustbin men to delivery drivers, you name it, whoever's currently at work classed as a key worker. I'm admiring you because you've stopped this country from falling to its knees economically, and you've just kept it ticking over, which is fantastic. Admiring you, and I'm admiring everybody who's following government guidelines as well. It's tough, mentally tough, it's challenging, but I think it's needed just to flatten that curve and get beyond the peak. But then that social distancing is still needed, because if not, we'll end up with a second wave or a third wave, and it'll just go on for ever and a day. So I'm admiring everybody who's doing the difficult thing, and staying at home and following the guidelines. What about you? What are you admiring?
Same as you, pretty much. A lot of the same as you. I just, maybe for me, I'm really admiring people who are just so strong with what is going on, and they're just getting up, doing what needs to be done, and just taking it as it is. This is it. This is what I've got to do, and just doing it.
And that's it for this tag video. So all that's left to do is thank you for watching this, and tag a few other YouTubers. Some may do it, some may not. For me, I'm going to tag some of the YouTubers who I watch a lot of. So I am tagging Smiv, fantastic YouTuber. Stumpeg, her sense of humour, very dry, she's decent. Cod's Vlogs, very good football YouTuber. And Chris's Morton TV, a Scottish YouTuber for Morton. All four very good YouTubers, enjoy watching them. So I'm going to tag you guys. If you want to do the video, fantastic. If not, you don't have to. What about you? Who are you tagging?
I'm going to tag Miss Moogle. She's not a big YouTuber. She's got like a very small channel, but she is getting more and more well known. So I'm going to put her down. And then I've got a smaller YouTuber, which is Paige Emily C. She is my friend, and she does extremely good videos, but she doesn't often upload them to YouTube, so this might just be a starting post for her to do that. And then Georgia Marie, who is a really good YouTuber. I watch her videos quite often. She does a lot of like murder mysteries and like history videos that I find really interesting. And she also does like clothing hauls, but she's really well known, so she may not do this. She may think, who are you, and just put it to one side. So those are my tags.
So there are tags for this video. We hope to see some videos coming back. If you've enjoyed this video, big thumbs up for us please. Comment in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching.
We'll see you in the next one.